Welcome, Legendaries. I'm Anchor Silly Syrup, and this is Legendcraft News. Since Legend Kai has joined the server, he's already gotten to work with his first major building built in Contempolis. Reporter Silly Syrup has more. Thank you, Anchor Silly Syrup. Now, as you can see, Kai's opened the Dirt Mason, which is the newest shop on the server and the newest building on the server. Let's look at what it sells. It sells mud at 1.5 stacks per diamond, which is the only mud shop on the server. It sells sand at 2 stacks per diamond, which is strangely not the cheapest on the server. It sells gravel at the same rate. And it sells golden carrots at a rate of 1 diamond per stack. But also, Kai has chosen a unique way to decorate his shop. You see, he asked everyone in the Legendcraft Discord server for a short phrase and a potable plant. And what he did is he has 8 slots for this. He's only got 4 filled in so far. But he put the potable plant selected in each of the slots, and below it, the person's phrase with their head. For example, mine was Toot My Own Horn with a cactus. Tempest Pirates was Kowalski Analysis with a blue orchid. Flibbo the Third's was Graham Cracker Personality with a wither rose. And Kai's himself was Reap What You Sow with a cherry sapling. Now, this Dirt Mason is actually a huge tower, and there's a lot more than just the interior. As you can see, he took a lot of time to decorate the exterior as well, using an assortment of crimson and purple. And I can already tell that Kai's going to be a good builder on the server. Time will only tell what he chooses to fill the rest of the Dirt Mason with. In recent weeks, Legends Bombastry, Silly Syrup, and Tempest Pirate have been working on a collective project, the Pizzarena. The Pizzarena is a hub for player versus player combat that is divided evenly into 8 slices, each representing a different biome and increasing in height gradually, 3 blocks from the last, with a deadly pitfall in the center. The biomes for the Pizzarena are as follows, from bottom to top: the Deep Dark, the Swamp, the Nether, the Desert, the Ocean, the Jungle, the Plains, and the Ice. Although the arena is currently unfinished, its verticality factor is masterfully designed, for 3 main reasons. 1. It makes sense thematically. The icy peaks are at the top, while the Deep Dark is at the bottom. The Swamp is also a low wetland biome. 2. The biomes become increasingly more convenient to fight in as they increase in height, with the top being an icy plain and the bottom being filled with skulk traps. 3. The distance between the ice and the Deep Dark is exactly 21 blocks, so a 22-block jump from top to bottom will leave a full health, unarmored, and otherwise unaffected player at exactly half a heart of health. Despite the thought put into the Pizzarena, progress is slow, as the 3 legends have been working on it between projects. The rest of the Pizzarena also needs to be figured out. Kits must be made for players to fight with, and the legends have entertained the idea of allowing players to enter the arena aerially, through a structure similar to Fortnite's Battle Bus. However, after all that is figured out, the Pizzarena will be ready for use. With the Foxwood Field Stadium completely ready for action, the new season is just around the corner, and tensions are rising about the upcoming draft. Team captain of the Contempolis Foxes, Tempest Pirate, hopes to select players who are able to come online enough that they can play at least 1 season game before the summer. Of course, they'll need to be a visiting team too, but fortunately, the other legends would also like to try that game out for themselves, just as the fans, the vendors, and commentator Silly Syrup would love to see the first game of the Trident football season. As fun as finally getting to play a match of Trident football may be, getting things done in Legendcraft before the summer has a bit more significance than you might think. More on that after the break.
Have you ever wanted to kill somebody in Minecraft but couldn't because you have weak gear or horrible PvP skills? Now, killing your friends isn't a fantasy anymore, with We Kill and Protect People Incorporated. For only 10 diamonds, you can kill someone anytime, any place, and anywhere. Terms and conditions apply. We also offer bodyguard services to protect the little guys from the big bullies. With We Kill and Protect People Incorporated, you don't have to live in your fantasies anymore.
If the Legends have one thing in common, it's that most of them go to the same camp during the summer, and when they get back, they tend to forget what they were doing and want to do something new. Essentially, a collective shift in the interest on Legendcraft happens, as the focus of the Legends build reaches a new area. This means that they want to finish what they're doing and tie up loose ends before late June. But, as summer draws ever nearer, the Legends, focused on Contempolis with buildings like the Dirt Mason and the arcade popping up, are scrambling to finish their projects. Legends Silly Syrup and Tempest Pirate have had this foresight and have created before camp lists, holding each other accountable to them so they can complete their current goals to start on a fresh slate after summer. Flubba III started his own list shortly after. Tempest Pirate's list is the longest, mostly filled with buildings in Contempolis, and Silly Syrup, alongside small projects like the Pizzerina, hopes to completely finish the entire Valley of Fire Tower in only about 45 days. However, the shift is a positive event for Legendcraft. Around August and September, interest will rekindle for the server, and Legends will start new things. Tempest Pirate suggests that players will start building in the medieval fantasy district, which has been left in recent months in favor of Contempolis, and he can finally finish New Lazuli. Legend Silly Syrup is almost certain that he will finally begin his promised work in the Frontlines district. Though interest in the medieval fantasy district has been dwindling, it hasn't completely faded. After all, Legends build things all around the server, and Flubba III's new project is to build a base which is derived from the popular video game Clash of Clans. He's already got a town hall, a cannon, a gold storage, an elixir collector, a gold mine, another cannon, an archer tower, and stone walls surrounding the place. He plans to upgrade the village as the season goes on. What will he build next? We'll have to wait to find out. Buildings continue to appear in the Spawn and Games district, as a long-playing legend has recently become more active. That's Machine Man 2. He's built farming facilities of his own and is now selling iron to the Iron Golem in the Spawn district. And you may be wondering, what happened to his previous competition? Well, a recently leaked business deal between Machine Man 2 and Tempest Pirate showed that Tempest Pirate had agreed to no longer sell iron in exchange for Machine Man 2 to finally get Discord to communicate with the rest of the Legends, and he agreed readily. Shortly afterwards, a joke arose on a voice call which started the Let Sam Open movement, with which multiple Legends place armor stands outside of Machine Man 2's shop, encouraging him to let Sam open. Other Legends are wondering what will happen next. It's time for the first ever moment of the episode. Today's MOTE comes from Tempest Pirate with one message to the world. You have, if you want to tell the world something, you said? By the way, this is a new arcade.
Coffee smells nasty!
Alright, I'm keeping that in. There you go. Legend Mobgoblin has recently undertaken the project of recreating popular board game The Settlers of Catan in Minecraft. It's very aesthetically pleasing, as well as soon to be fully functional. He's got the resource cards for each resource, as well as the longest road and largest army tokens. In the center, where the desert is, there's a die roller, surrounded by kits for each player. There's even a development card shuffler. However, it's still not fully functional, because he still has to add number tokens to each of the hexes. But once that's done, I'm sure that all of the Legends will be eager to play. And that's the news. Thanks for watching. I've been Anchor Silly Syrup. This has been Legendcraft News. Have a legendary evening.